Amy, and we're live.
She's just joined
Amy,
us.
sideways.
Hey, Amy.
Sideways, Amy.
Okay, let me fix it.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's all right.
That's better.
Oh,
Be prepared, Amy. Shane's going to go on a rant about Kathy
Oh,
Griffin.
she knows.
no,
She knows.
this thing I'm trying, it's not working. I don't understand.
Let's
It
see.
keeps saying
What?
that. It's saying this this installation thing. See it?
Yeah.
It's just staying there. Nothing's happening.
Did you do a refresh?
Yeah, like 5 times.
Shut it down and turn it back on.
Okay.
But yeah, Amy's aware of the rant I'm going to go on in a few seconds on Kathy Griffin. So yeah, let me get down to the rant on Kathy Griffin and harsh language. So if you've got little kids in the room, I don't know why you letting them watch this.
Oh, mine aren't here.
But so to recap, over the week, Kathy Griffin did a ISIS-like photo shoot where she took Trump's head and with blood and everything and pretend like she decapitated. So now the trying to think of a nice, a good word for
What's
what's another word for cunt or bitch or ass?
I think those are perfect. I think those are apt descriptions. And the thing is, was it supposed to be funny? Was it supposed to be funny?
Absolutely not. I mean, here's the thing. Did you see any celebrity?
But Shane, the left is telling us it's just a joke. Lighten up. It was just a.
It is ISIS-like. So how is ISIS a joke? I mean, this is what ISIS does. Is decapitation. I mean, here's the thing. What if it was Obama, somebody with an Obama mask? There would have been their whole career would have been dead. All right. So not only she did a photo shoot, she did the fake apology afterwards. After she got fired from CNN and all of her shows got canceled.
Actually, she did the fake apology that day, but she was rolling her eyes like she didn't mean it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fake apology, exactly. But
yeah,
then we get to the creme de la creme.
What happened was,
oh, go ahead.
She had been endorsing this product called Squatty Potty.
Oh yeah,
they dropped her. They dropped her like a hot potato that day. It took CNN a whole day to finally drop her as far as their New Year's Eve celebration, but she of course she was known for being lewd, crude, and obnoxious on that too. So
did she like last year or so she pretended to give Andrew, not Andrew, but
Anderson Cooper
a blowjob?
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't think it was last year. This has been a few years ago when that happened. So.
Because I remember that.
Anyway, he wouldn't take it.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he would. Who knows?
But okay, so this would have been blown over if she didn't do this stupid media horse stunt with Gloria Allred's daughter, Lisa Bloom. And you know what? Fuck Kathy Griffin, okay? Screw her for trying to...
You know, the lawyer, the Bloom person you just said, I never heard of the mom before. So who is she?
You don't remember
Gloria Allred? You don't know who Gloria Allred is?
I don't even know who these people are.
A leftist ambulance-chasing bitch is what she is. And her daughter is no different.
Gloria Allred and Lisa Bloom needs to be disbarred.
Any celebrity has any problem, she runs, if a female celebrity, she runs to try and make $1 billion off of it. Yeah.
So they're not good people then.
No, they're both scum.
What was the big case that Gloria Allred did back in the 90s or the 80s or somewhere along there?
Oh, I cannot remember.
She did Bill Cosby.
Yeah, recently she did Bill Cosby, and then recently she did the whole Trump
You represented Bill Cosby?
No, she represented these women who made allegations against Bill Cosby.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
The 500
And she also
rape victims.
represented these women who made allegations against former presidential candidate Herman Cain.
Oh,
And-
yes. Yes, she
Okay.
did.
Okay, I
And
wasn't aware of who she. I didn't know who she was.
shortly after Herman Cain dropped out of the 2012 presidential race, all those women mysteriously went away.
Yeah, that's like what they did with Trump. Oh, the women went away as soon as he got elected.
Yeah, where are they at now?
Mhm.
Exactly. Where are they?
Where
But,
are
yeah.
they?
I mean, back to Kathy Griffin. Yeah, screw Kathy Griffin. She is a piece of shit for trying to make herself the victim in all this.
I
Mhm.
agree.
And
I
she's
think
saying,
I
"Oh,
think she's out of money, and she's just trying to get. She's doing it for a publicity
oh,
stunt.
the Trump
Get
family is
attention.
bullying me. Oh my God. Oh, and,
You want a tissue? You want a tissue?
yeah."
You want
I
a tissue
have
for your
one.
fake tears?
I have a whole
Yeah.
box.
Yeah. Y'all heard what happened with Barron, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I mean
He saw it and thought it was real.
Yeah, Barron.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
wrote about
dude's
that.
the kid's 11.
It
Oh,
kid's 11.
traumatized an 11-year-old kid.
Trump needs to sue Kathy Griffin for emotional distress
Mm-hmm.
for Barron Trump.
She needs to be charged with
That's what
child
needs to
abuse.
happen.
She needs to be charged for treason
Now, let's talk.
not
Let's
Secret
talk
Service.
something.
Secret Service is actually investigating her.
Yeah, the Secret Service says they're on it. So now the legal thing. Now, I watched a video by a former Secret Service agent yesterday, and he said that you would have to prove intent, as it were, if she actually followed through with her quote unquote threat. Then there'll be a different story. But legally, there may not be much that
Follow
can be
through.
done. To
Wouldn't
her.
that be too late? I mean, if she followed through with that, that would be too late.
Well,
You
yeah.
can't prove your husband beat the hell out of you 49 times, but once you're dead, then they believe it.
It's ridiculous.
You know,
We got all worked up, but Amy, that's Lil Amy.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, Amy.
Hi.
All right. Let's see. So, anybody else want to comment on the attention whore Kathy Griffin?
But can you imagine if this had been done to Barack Obama? Oh, but wait a minute. It has been done to Barack Obama, according to the left. People hung Obama in effigy in their front yards and all that stuff.
First, I want to
never
debunk
recall
that. I want to debunk that. You never saw a celebrity hang an effigy of Obama. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's true. But still, he was hung in effigy. We must be outraged about it. Well, did the Secret Service visit those people that did that? I never heard about that.
What was the deal with the rodeo clown or?
Oh yeah, he wore an Obama mask and he was let go and fired.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Big deal.
Yeah.
About that.
Now, Ted Nugent allegedly made comments threatening the president's life, and he got a visit from the Secret Service.
Mm-hmm. This right here was just an attempt or a stunt by Kathy Griffin because she's irrelevant.
What Nuge said. This is what Ted Nugent said.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what Ted Nugent said on the air. He said, if Obama is reelected, I figure by about this time next year I'll be dead or in jail. Now, where in that is a death threat?
Yeah, I mean, a death threat to me is like, yeah, I'm going to kill you. That's a death threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what Nugent said was not. It was a speculation about the future, and he said nothing about killing, hurting, harming nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody.
The Secret Service even agreed with that. They didn't do anything to Nuge other than pay him a visit.
Yep.
And Nuge has even said, you know, what I said was not a threat against the president's life. And he was right. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm. You see, here's the thing. Ted Nugent loves this country, and a threat to a president is basically treason. And Ted Nugent would never do anything treasonous.
No.
No.
But, you know, here's something we need to realize. Can you imagine? Just imagine, and I've heard this from several commentators. Imagine if this had been done to a dummy head of Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton. If it had been done to Obama, it would have been racist, and we would have never heard the end of it. There would have been investigations launched. Oh, we got to have an investigation.
There'd been riot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was surprised if there'd be a riot.
If it had been done to Hillary Clinton, sexist, misogynist.
And not only that, if it had been done like today's standard with Hillary Clinton, they would say sexist, misogynist, but all these liberal snowflakes would start breaking down and crying, just like Barron Trump did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
Barron Trump's 11.
Yeah, the left calls us the snowflakes because of how we reacted over this.
Yeah. They was trying to steal our term and be cool and hip with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, I call it a snowflake.
Who on the left is actually, I mean, I know there are a few people, but there's not really that many people, I didn't think, that are supporting her.
Al Franken is. That sorry piece of shit. Al Franken.
Well, last minute he pulled out of the whole book thing.
Well, but Al Franken's still a piece of shit because he wrote a skit for Saturday Night Live in 2008, which implied that Todd Palin was having an incestuous relationship with Bristol.
Yeah, Al Franken, he's not funny at all. But
plus, he stole the election. Plus, he stole the election in Minnesota in 2008. Remember all those ballots that were mysteriously found in the trunk of a car?
Oh,
I haven't heard of that.
Well, back in time, back to Obama, what about all of the ballots from the people in the Middle East, the soldiers in the Middle East that didn't get back in time to be counted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not
let's see something else. Listen. The left can keep crying about moral equivalency all they want, but look at all the crap they did to George W. Bush. They equated him to Hitler. They called him a smirking chimp. They equated him to a monkey. He didn't cry. Nobody cried racism about that, now did they?
I mean,
no.
here's the one I see about the left is they're like the little boy that cried wolf.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they cry Nazi, they cry Hitler, they cry this and that, and then nobody takes him seriously anymore. And that's what it is. They don't take him seriously anymore. And I highly doubt that the Democrats is going to actually win the 2018 midterm elections. I highly doubt that.
I highly doubt it, dude.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I highly doubt it.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and play moral equivalency with these leftists at all. I'm going to say, yeah, both sides have done some screwed up things.
Yeah.
When it comes, but you know what? I'm going to remind them of this. It's all under protected speech.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a bit of a slippery slope about what Kathy Griffin did because it really wasn't a direct threat. But there's always going to be some lunatic out there who's going to look at that and say, "Oh, wait a minute! I wonder, could I possibly get away with doing that?"
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not a direct threat like you said, Henry. It's more of a implying.
It could be a catalyst. We'll just put it that way. It could be a catalyst that could that could perhaps inspire some nut job. I mean, look at John Hank.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because let's transition to Portland, Oregon, and I'm sure you heard by now the fake white supremacist in Portland, Oregon that stabbed these people. He turned out to be a huge Bernie supporter, and I think he turned out to be a huge Hillary supporter as well. And he has Facebook posts after Facebook posts stating that every Trump supporter should die. Everyone that I think voted for Hillary Clinton should die too. And I mean, that right there was a direct threat, to people. And I'm trying to think what else happened. I think he stabbed 2 people, and he screamed white supremacy.
I think he was screaming. I think from what I understand, he was screaming some anti-Muslim propaganda and all this stuff. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was a plant. As far as
that was your Christian extremist. That's what you would, because that's what it would be. It wasn't by accident that happened when it happened.
Yeah, and also, I'm trying. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. Crap.
I mean, we've heard about all these hate crime hoaxes, where leftists will spray paint churches with Trump, vote Trump, or Trump is great, or whatever, and burn the church. That happened right down here in Greenville, Mississippi, last December or November. That was November.
Hoaxes.
Yeah.
So a good amount of that kind of thing goes on within different groups of people.
I mean, it was a parishioner of that church, a historically black church, by the way, that burnt the church and wrote and spray painted "Vote Trump" on the side. Shane remembers that. Yeah,
I remember that, and I think we're going to see more of these fake hoaxes like that going forward, because the establishment wants a civil war, and in order to do that, they got to create a false narrative to put out there to get these people all worked up and turn against each other. Amy, show off your Trump Pence T-shirt.
She was kind of showing off a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I figure I don't get to wear it much. So you know what? Listen, every time I go out, like when I first got it, I would get like really, really terrible looks, and it was bad.
Oh, I have a shirt that says "Get on the Trump train or get run over." On the back of it, it has Donald Trump, finally someone with balls, and I had major dirty looks.
I mean, I have a few. I have like some funny ones, but this is my favorite one. I just went to wear it. Figured it was a good time.
Well, speaking of Trump, man, look at these transitions. We're transitioning well tonight.
Yes, we are.
Pulled out of the Paris Climate Agreement.
I wonder if you. I knew we were going to talk about that. Yes, I knew we were going to talk about him pulling out of the Paris Accord, and of course, everybody who has half a brain is excited about that. They're happy.
Yeah, I mean that has nothing to do with climate change at all.
No,
it has nothing to do with climate change.
It's all about money.
You actually looked up the Paris Climate Agreement, and you know a lot more about it. So putting you on the spot, you learn.
Oh, okay. Well, I learned that. I guess in 2014, they did a chart that listed the country's CO2 emissions in percentages. And the United States had 15% out of the whole world in CO2 emissions. I think China was 30%. And then there was like 30% unaccounted for, like they didn't have that specified really. But so basically China is, emitting more CO2 from the fossil fuels than any other country. But I mean, I guess America. I mean, if Trump didn't pull us out, we would wind up spending, I guess, total cost around 30% of the total cost. So we would be flipping 30% of out of every nation, and almost every nation is included except Syria and I think Nicaragua or somewhere. One of those two. I know
Yeah, I
it's
think it's
Syria.
very few.
They got out of it because of their civil war. I believe that's how they got out of it. And then I want to say it's a small country over in South America that's not in it, but every other country is involved in it.
Hmm.
And we're paying all their shares to be nice.
Hmm. Yeah, plus
Maybe
that
not.
was definitely that the Paris Climate Agreement was very harmful to our energy because we we're not supposed to do coal and everything, but the China was allowed to do coal. That would have majorly put us out of business.
Yeah.
And also, according to that Paris Climate Agreement, and still, it's not. It doesn't have to do with climate change. It's a big scam. It's a money-making scam. Basically,
I mean, from
It is.
1979, our global temperature has increased 1 degree since like 1979. So we're fighting over 1 degree right now, basically. It comes down to about 1.5 degrees. So, and then you have people like Elon Musk that's making such a big deal about it, and you have all these big corporations that are so upset, and that makes you ask, why are they so upset? I mean, that tells you what's going on right there.
yeah.
And these world leaders, of course, Obama
I mean,
chimed in.
the whole agreement was supposed to basically the starting point of globalization with these countries.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I have Trump's statement that he they, what is that word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, I'm sick and I had to take Benadryl. I'm a little slow.
Oh, that's okay.
You're doing good, girl.
Well, the president said that he was the president of Pittsburgh, not the president of Paris.
Yeah, I love that. I love that line.
Yeah.
That was a great line.
But the mayor of Pittsburgh was like, "Well, we're going to go ahead with this deal," and
I don't think they can do that. I don't think that's possible. I don't think a state can do. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know the law. I'd have to look into that, but we're a country, so I don't see how a state could go against what.
Now, if they seceded, then I can see if they can do.
The Paris Agreement didn't make it with states; they made it with the country. So that makes no sense. I don't see how they can say that. I think that's just politics talking.
Yeah, and of course, our most recent president chimed in. Well, this is a bad deal. Trump should not be doing this. We should try and create jobs. Well, what do you think the president? What do you think the current president is doing, dumbass?
Obama came out. Trump wasn't even finished speaking yesterday.
Create jobs. I mean,
Obama got rid of more jobs than he created.
Yeah.
The ones he created were part-time jobs.
I think Obama.
Yeah.
Am I cutting in and out by any chance?
No, you sound fine here.
Fine.
Okay, because you guys, I'm like missing half of what everybody's saying. It's like cutting like completely out.
I'll mute until I
Okay.
All right.
What I was going to say was. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Henry.
What I was going to say was that Trump is trying to create jobs, and he wants America. Listen, best in the State of the Union speech, he said, I'm going to be the president of the United States, not the president of the world. So, hey, he said America first. That's what he's exemplifying. He really exemplified it by pushing that one dude out of the way, which I thought was great.
I think we all are.
Huh?
No, I'm here.
The Russians.
Yeah.
It's the Russians. They don't want us to talk about this.
I mean,
I was going to say that.
To his, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
And if
My turn?
Shane's, I'm about to say Shane for us up there for a second.
Okay, I listened to his speech yesterday, when he did it live. But anyway, I went back this morning and pulled the transcript of it so I, could read it word for word. And I guess what he said, I'm just going to read a portion of what he said. He said, this agreement is less about the climate and more about other countries gaining a financial advantage over the United States. And that's true. I mean, they want, if we went forward with this agreement, we wouldn't be able to move forward in our coal production. And we were the only country that had stipulations on this, why every other country could move forward and do what they wanted. And we were the only one. So that means that all of our production would have to stop, but say China would be able to go ahead and do it. So all of our jobs would be, outsourced back over, even more than what they already were. So, I mean, I think that was one of his big reasons to say no, because his whole campaign was about jobs, and he made a promise to the coal workers that he was going to help them. And if he would have went through with this, it would have been one of the endings of his presidency, because I mean that was a major factor in his campaign.
Yeah, and he also stated in campaign, when he was campaigning, that he was going to tear the Paris Climate Agreement up and pull out of it.
Yeah.
If he was going to track on that promise, I was going to be really upset.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I think the Earth, well, not like I said, I don't think I said this to you. The Earth is going through changes, with weather, but it's not because of CO2 emissions or any man-made thing. The Earth just goes through changes. It's natural.
Exactly.
Think about millions of years.
Millions and billions of years.
Yes, exactly. So 1%, we're supposed to, bow down to everybody else and take our money and take our jobs? No, not happening.
And I have even heard liberals say that Native American fires and the first settlers in America fires and the burning wood and the smoke out the chimney had started damaging the ozone. Well, my God, there's been lightning strikes and volcanoes erupting and all of that for billions of years. We've had ice ages. We've had whatever is the opposite, dry times, hot times. It's the earth. And I agree, it is a big money-making hoax. And I have said my piece about that. Y'all go ahead now.
Well, what I was going to say is that Al Gore, he produced they produced a movie, Inconvenient Truth, which was based on his book.
Yes.
Only thing is, when they show that movie in England in one classroom, they put a disclaimer up saying a lot of the so-called facts in this movie have been questioned and have been debunked by credible scientists. Al Gore only hired scientists that would I think he paid them off to
paid them off. That's
yeah.
To
well,
come
there
up
are
with
some
the
out
conclusions
there
that he agreed with.
There are some out
Yeah, I
there.
heard that Al Gore was
will.
going to do a Inconvenient
those
Truth sequel.
I
He'll
won't
be
watch
laughed
it
at.
either.
But yeah, I was gonna say that. So you have liberal Hollywood bashing this, and which is great because I hate liberal Hollywood, saying, "Oh, think of the children," and Trump doesn't care about children, and you got Joy Behar, the massive cunt, saying that
Oh.
Trump doesn't care about his grandchildren if he pulls out of the
Oh,
Paris
yeah.
Climate Agreement.
I hate
Like-
her. God.
Yeah, I hate her too.
I
hate
don't
her
My
too.
mom and my mama told me not to hate. You
You
can
can
dislike,
dislike.
but don't hate. But daggone, it is hard not to hate her.
It is.
Yeah,
I can't watch her at all.
yeah.
I call that
Ever.
show. I call
Even
that
that-
show. I call that show the spew. Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, so I mean, let me write up a piece of legislation called the Shane Climate Agreement, and all of your tax dollars is going to come to me, and you guys won't know what I'm going to do with the tax dollars. It's going to get passed.
No, I got to be involved in this too. I get a percent.
You get a percent. You get 5%.
If people want to throw their money away, they can give it to me.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Anything that has to deal with the buzzword climate change or global warming, it's going to get passed, or most likely to get passed.
Well, the thing is that, you know, people don't even, I don't know, they don't even understand. They like I said, half the people haven't even read the agreement. They don't know the first thing about it. You know, people say climate change and everybody's flipping out. They think the world's going to end.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, when did this climate change started? Because I remember back in the 80s, there was this whole big deal about the ozone layer.
We were
Anybody?
burning.
Yeah,
We were
supposedly.
burning. We were burning a hole in the ozone with our aerosol
That's it.
deodorant and
Yes.
All cans
hairspray.
deplete the ozone layer and make a big hole in it, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, with our hairspray and aerosol deodorant.
Well, that's something I don't have to worry about.
Woohoo.
Shampoo?
No, hairspray and
Oh.
deodorant.
Hairspray. I don't have to worry
Spray,
about it.
aerosol.
See, I don't have to worry about hairspray.
You should be able to save on shampoo.
We were in the 70s. That was what was causing the ozone to have a hole. I mean, there were other factors too, but that was a couple of the things that were big.
Yeah, they
was it
talked
was
about-
aerosol cans.
They talk about heat. They talk about, oh, it's too hot. In some places, it's supposed to be hot in the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or it's supposed to be cold. There's supposed to be a lot of snow. Oh, that's El Nino, or that's this, or that's that.
Now, unless I see snow in the middle of July, then that's when
Yeah.
I'll start worrying about the climate.
Unless you're high up on a mountain or something, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like down in the valley, like in Florida, July, Florida, and it starts snowing.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree.
we got
Then I'll start worrying about the
problems
climate.
snowing.
I agree.
Let's see here. So President Trump came back from his great foreign trip. I think it was an A+ on that foreign trip that he did.
I think,
You know,
I think
there
too.
were people,
Yes.
I mean, obviously there's people that are always going to see something negative, but there was some type of poll going around asking, you know, if his trip was a success. And, you know, I think the final results were 77% of people that voted said it was not. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what exactly happened on that trip to make it not successful?
What network or organization put out this poll?
Yeah,
Um, it was
yeah,
a Twitter poll. Shane, you know how on Twitter
oh,
people make those polls?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
and
I don't know if it was I can't remember what outlet. It wasn't a mainstream one though. It was one of the independent ones.
yeah, well, but
Okay.
we
I
know
was
how scientific those Twitter polls are. I mean they're
I was gonna
infallible.
say
They're just
I know. I still
Mhm.
vote.
I was gonna say, was it Reuters or MSNBC? You know, just
Maybe
because you can tell a lot about a poll by who
Twitter
conducted it.
Twitter polls. Do you remember who conducted it?
I don't know if it was Breaking 911. I want to say maybe it was them. I would look, but my devices aren't working right.
Well,
and
that's not a life or death matter.
it would depend on who they polled too. I mean, did they overly sample Democrats or
no. You see on Twitter, there's a poll option where you can create your own poll. You know how way back when we did real or not real, and I created the own poll about was it real or not. Okay, that's what they did.
Oh yeah.
And and Twitter polls, they're easily to have bots to take the fake to do the polls and all that. But it just depends on who put it out and everything. But if it's a mainstream organization, then I wouldn't trust it. Alternative media, maybe, because the Trump supporters are more likely to go to an alternative source.
Yeah.
But maybe one reason why they didn't think it was a success was because of the whole Saudi Arabia ordeal and about him selling
that
ammunition and the whole deal of selling ammunition and weapons to Saudi Arabia. That might right there could have hurt him.
That was, I mean, that was the biggest. I mean, that's a history maker, that deal right there. I mean, that was pretty.
Oh yeah, and shoving that one dude out of his shoving that one dude out of his way. The guy was in his way. It's like he was supposed to be standing there. And in fact, there's a YouTube channel called Trump Fan Nation. They put up the video of that to the tune of Ludacris says, "Move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way."
And no, it wasn't a shove.
Got time for this.
And it wasn't a shove. It was more like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And then he just walked out. He just walked across. He did an assertive alpha maleness.
And then they straightened his jacket.
Yeah.
You know?
Like
Hey, I'm still here. I turned my camera off for a second.
Okay.
I had to take my dog out before he flips out. He has to potty.
Okay.
Let's see here.
What else we got?
James Comey is supposed to testify next week.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to get his lies straight.
Yeah. How? Yeah. How
So what do you think is going to happen?
I think he's going to slant his very vague answers into whatever area he feels is best for him at the time. And I tried to say that with a political.
Don't be politically correct. This is we're not politically correct.
A political spin. He'll try to slant his vague answers into whatever he needs them to be at the time. You know, that's what I think, and then we'll have to see on the rest.
Henry, what do you think?
You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Oh yeah, it will be. I'll definitely be watching.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be watching.
Yeah, and of course the left keeps making a big deal out of that supposed memo that said, you know, take it easy on Flynn. You know.
Yeah. Well,
where did this memo come from?
If there is a memo, then Comey basically perjured himself when he said that nobody tried to influence anything. He's never had that experience before. So That's going to be interesting. Also, Jared Kushner was in the news, and allegedly he was supposed to doing back channels with Russia.
Well, from what I have heard, it wasn't him trying to do the back channels. It was the Russians who
What
were
does that
asking.
mean? What does back channel mean?
Let me look that up.
Yeah,
And the thing is,
for me too, just to make
Even
sure I
if-
am understanding right.
even if he were asking for a back channel, I've heard back channel is a positive thing, not a negative thing. So,
And plus, I'm sure that's not the only time a president done a back channel.
Well, Jared
Mhm.
Kushner has a little bit of a past. I mean, that makes people question, certain
Mhm.
things. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually questioned his or receiving money from
Yeah, George
Soros.
Soros.
Yeah, and I wasn't very happy about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
But I don't know
agree.
the whole story. I don't know what the terms were. Soros owns so many different, companies, and it could have really been anything. And
Mhm.
Jared Kushner's father actually spent time in federal prison. I want to say for taxes. I believe that's what it was for. And
Mhm.
he had some properties, and I think that's how Jared Kushner and his brother obtained those properties. Was when I think that's how it went. I could be wrong on that.
Well,
He actually owns a property in New York, and there was some talk about a month ago from certain, YouTube channels that are, big into the conspiracy and numbers and things. One of the his resident or his one of his properties in New York City is 666, I guess is the number on there.
Okay.
So they were, like, oh, how weird, oh my God. Well, you know what? It's just a number. My driver's
it's
license
just a
number
number.
has 666 in it. So that doesn't make me, a devil worshiper.
You Satanist,
I
Amy.
I
You
know.
Satanist.
I'm
Do it,
guilty.
do
Oh
it.
my God.
You are a Satanist.
I agree.
So a back channel, and this is for the political term, is a non-governmental, informal, or unofficial contacts and activities between a private, citizens, or group of individuals.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Is the practice of non-governmental, informal, and unofficial contacts and activities between private citizens or groups of individuals, sometimes called non-state actors.
Okay, so maybe he had some business dealings. I mean, that's not illegal,
Let's
is
see
it?
here.
I don't know. I don't think it is.
No.
I mean, you can have friends in other countries.
Mhm.
I mean, we're talking about, they have
And
a
here's
lot
the
of
thing: he's
friends.
the president. Trump is the president. He's supposed to have communications with Russia and China and
Right.
all these other countries.
Well, it's not
And we're
like
talking
we
about
didn't know to
business
start
people.
with.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Amy. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, it's okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think I was just saying that, when you have businesses, it just doesn't stop in America. I
Mhm.
mean, it goes beyond, our borders. They have communications with other people in different countries. I'm not saying, I mean, I don't know what it is or what he did or did not do. I don't know. But neither does
Mhm.
anybody else. They're just
Yeah.
speculating.
Mhm.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say too. One of the reasons I wanted Trump to be president so much was because he has dealt with these governments all over the world,
Mhm.
building hotels or golf courses, whatever, and or having products made, whatever. Okay, he has dealt with these people. He knows how they think business wise, what they're trying to get out of you, what they're trying to get out of you. And maybe he doesn't have quite the military experience, but he's a smart enough man. All of the things he has built, he gets the best people around to consult, to ask, to do, and he's done that as best he could in the government so far, and it's not been that long. He's still weeding out and getting the right folks. But Trump is smart enough to get the best damn people he can around him. And he knows the world already. That's anyway. That's was kind of off what Amy was saying.
No, that's okay.
Oh, I just
he knows.
I just noticed you got a headset there, Lael.
Oh, well, I put it on a while ago.
I like it.
Yeah,
I've had it a while.
Looks like one of those professional broadcasters. Looks like one of those professional broadcaster.
I have my
headsets.
son brought me out his microphone, and because I remember I told y'all he likes to do his own little YouTube channel thing. Well, I bought him this microphone, so he was trying to set it up for me in the laptop, and then we couldn't get it to work. So I
can't remember the name of this. It's got a palm tree. It's a really nice
Turtle Beach.
Turtle Beach. This is a Turtle Beach headset, and do you know where I got it?
Walmart.
Ryan Reading sent it to me for free.
Nice.
You got it for free. That's,
just to be nice.
Free is nice.
He sure did. He sent it to me for free. That's how Bigfooters help each other out.
Those were like a $50 headset. Yeah. That's a nice gift.
Yeah.
It's a darn nice. Yeah. So anyway, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this whole Russian thing, I mean, it's not unusual for presidents to, or even those coming into office, to have meetings with individuals in other countries, things of that nature.
Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the president. Let's see here. Anything else that happened? I think
Bilderberg is meeting right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bilderberg is meeting. Does anybody know what Bilderberg is?
I do.
Have you heard of Bilderberg?
Oh, yes, I do.
Some corporation which people are supposed to, or
basically it's a 100% secret, not so secretive meeting anymore. It used to be secret, but now it's more mainstream.
It's more like the shadow government. Your elites, your billionaires, they all like meet and try to act all cool and stuff.
Yeah, the world elites and the establishment.
Yeah.
And let me get on their website. They got a website.
No way.
They meet once a year to figure out what they want to happen in the world.
Yeah.
And
wait, earlier, I mean, I don't know. It just seems kind of weird.
If you've seen the X-Files and the Smoking Man, you know how the Smoking Man likes to control everything? This is basically what Bilderberg does.
Or the smoke monster from Lost.
I've never seen Lost.
Are you? Oh my goodness. That was a good show.
You gotta check the X-Files out. Speaking of TV, I'm looking up the Bilderberg site. Breaking Bad. Amy.
Okay, last night I watched an episode, or I watched 2. I'm on the last season on 5 where they hijacked the train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then the blonde guy shot that kid on the motocross bike.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Todd.
Oh man, I was so sad. I was like, oh.
So
That
you
wasn't
see
cool.
you saw where Gus got blown up and half his face.
Oh,
was-
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I messaged
Yeah.
Shane right when I saw that. I was like, I think I watched that Saturday. I was like, oh my goodness. And then he told me that the Walking Dead makeup crew actually did the
Yeah, Greg
makeup.
Nicotero, right?
That was some good makeup. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. That was epic.
It was awesome. Yeah. Of course, I got
That was pretty cool.
I got all the seasons on DVD. I got all of them.
You know, I kind of laughed at you guys when you told me to watch it. I'm just like, I don't know. But now I loved it. I mean, I'm almost done, and that was what, 2 weeks ago, or
Yep.
yeah.
I'm trying to think what episode that was in the season, Shane. I know that was before the
Fred, you
halfway
talking about?
point.
I think it was number 4, season 5, episode 4, or 3
Yeah,
or
it's called
4.
Dead Freight.
It wasn't.
Dead Freight, yep.
It's in the beginning of that season, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
half,
it's-
because this is way after
Yeah,
the second
it was.
half.
Yeah.
She's not at the part where she's not at the mid-season finale yet, which is
No.
I'm not going to spoil it like I did Jane by accident.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah, I plan on watching it finishing it up tomorrow and Sunday. And
Nice.
then I'll move on to Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Yeah, you better.
He is so
Gotta
funny.
watch
I
Better
love
Call
that guy.
Saul. Better Call Saul is great. Yeah.
Oh, he cracked me
You're
up.
going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy that Better Call Saul.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, box cutter. The box cutter one, where Gus takes the box cutter to the
Yeah.
guy's neck.
To Victor. He cut Victor's
Victor.
Yeah.
Well, like I asked you, I said, did he do that because he took it upon himself to try to cook, or was he trying to prove a point to Walt and Jesse, or was there something else that we didn't know about, or I didn't know about at the time? And then I think the last, not an episode I just watched, so in season 5, it showed where or Walt was walking with Jesse out of one of those buildings, and he had mentioned it. He said something about well, maybe Gus was, I don't know, something
He was fun
where
too
he
close
was
to the sun.
questioning the motives.
Yeah, he was flying too close to the sun. That's basically what Walt said. But you're going to enjoy the season 5. Season 5 is, I think, the best season.
I didn't realize how big of an operation Gus had going on when they started showing people from all over the world involved in this. That was nuts. When then the guy electrocuted himself in the bathroom. I'm like, what the F? I mean, he had that ready to go. he was ready.
That was great. I mean, all right. So I finally got the Bilderberg, and here is the topics, the list of topics, and there's 13 topics, and I'll start from 13 and go up. Number 13, current events. Number 12, China. Number 11, nuclear proliferation. Number 10, the Near East. Number 9, Russia and the international order. Number 8, why is populism growing? Number 7, the war on information. Number 6, jobs, income, and unrealistic expectations. Number 5, can globalization be slowed down? Number 4, the direction of the EU. Number 3, the Transatlantic Defiance Alliance, bullets, bites, and bucks. Number 2, transatlantic relations, options, and scenarios. And number 1, the Trump administration, a progress report.
I mean, why do they have to have a meeting to talk about all this? I mean, what is the point?
This is some scary stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Because these are the richest people in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
And they have enough money to pick where they want
They want to screw over. They want to screw over the general population and have total control of the earth for
exactly
its power. Its power.
It's power for themselves and their generations to come. And Obama went to at least one of these meetings in the past many years. I don't know if he went to more than one, but he went to one.
This is the 65th Bilderberg meeting. And here's the thing. Up until a couple of years ago, the mainstream media was like, Bilderberg doesn't exist. It's just a big conspiracy theory. And then now they're mostly out in the open. I mean, they got a website, bilderbergmeetings.org. I mean, they're secret, not so secret anymore.
No,
the only thing we don't know is what's going on in these meetings.
I think it's all planned like this. I mean, I think they have way more meetings and one a year. I think they do this on purpose. I mean, it's a strategy for whatever they got.
I agree that very well could be. I agree. But I agree.
There's always more to it, no matter what. And that's what I was saying earlier, is that this whole Kathy Griffin thing happened, kind of at the right time. There's a lot of things going on this week, and we have a lot of distractions as well to keep people from
noticing.
Talking about Bilderberg.
Right. I mean, that could just be coincidence, who knows?
Yeah, it could be.
My conspiracy theory.
It could be.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist as well. I mean, there's shit going on that we don't even know about.
A lot. Yes.
I mean, but do you want to know? I don't know if I want to know.
No, I just want to stop these people. I just want to stop these people.
That's what I was going to say, Amy. I want to know if it is going to affect me, my son, my family, in a positive or negative way, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of things, too, that I agree. Do we want to know?
Right. I mean, there's so many things going on right now that are so terrible. It's hard to comprehend. So just imagine what they have, what they're hiding. I mean, I mean, of course, curiosity always gets the best of everybody. I mean, if you have the opportunity to find out, I think almost everybody would take that opportunity. But
Mark Dice, he does some really good work about Bilderberg and all these other NWO organizations, the World Order organizations, and really suggest. I suggest check out Mark Dice. He's
so funny
an
too.
expert on it.
He's great. Paul Joseph Watson, he's good too.
Check him out.
Yeah, Paul Joseph Watson and Mike Cernovich. They're really good.
Yeah, Cernovich.
Paul Joseph Watson, I like the majority of the things he does. There are some things I don't like from him, but I mean, that's normal. You can't like everything about every person. I mean, there's always going to be something you don't like about something.
Yeah, well, he talks about, like, one of my favorite recent ones, Katy Perry is a complete idiot.
I love his accent. His accent's great.
It's condescending.
Where is he from?
He's English.
The UK.
He's British.
The UK, yeah.
I love a British accent.
Well, he works for Alex Jones. I mean, he's part of InfoWars and Prison Planet. I think Prison Planet is
Stefan Molyneux. Stefan Molyneux is a good one too.
Yeah, Stefan is great too.
Yeah, I like him.
Steven Crowder.
Cool. I'll look him up. You say Mark Dice.
Mark Dice, D-I-C-E.
I have some of his books. I mean, he has some. His books are actually pretty good. I mean, I like the guy. I think he's really funny. He makes me laugh, and so does Paul Joseph Watson. But I like when Mark Dice goes out to the ocean pier, because I think he lives in California.
The man on the street things, and he does the
did you ever see the one where he talked about he had a petition to protect Bigfoot? Did you see that one?
I think I did it. I have to watch it again.
That was great.
People just when the things that he does and the questions he asks and the answers, it makes you think, I mean, are they in another reality? I mean, some of these people are
I
so dumb.
know. I know.
He did
It
one
makes me
recently.
sad.
He
I'm
did
like,
one recently, and he was talking about should incest be legal, and they said, I swear, and these people are like, well, I mean, I guess if they don't have kids, I mean, they was like, the people were all for it.
Oh my God.
funny. Oh, and then he asked, what was it? Was something. It was something. Oh man, there's so many. I don't remember.
Mhm.
But yeah, go check it out. He has a YouTube channel, and all
Mhm.
of his videos are on there. So you can go have fun one day and just laugh all day.
Yeah.
I looked him up and hit like, so
Yeah, he's got some great
I'll
stuff.
go back later.
If you want a list of
Something
all,
I'm-
if you want a list of all alternative media sites, there's the description below, and I got an entire list of them.
Something I want to go back.
Cool.
Oh, wait, you know
Something-
what? I saw just before we started, I saw where Megyn Kelly, they showed she interviewed Putin. Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't see the interview, but I saw.
No, I didn't see the interview.
I saw where she's going to.
No,
But I
didn't
saw
either.
that she
Clip.
did.
It was pretty good. The clip was good, but it made me question the angles if she was really with him. It didn't show them together at any one point. The angles had like either camera face on her or camera faced on him, and he was speaking in Russian the whole time. I don't know what that was about. Y'all have to look at that and tell me what you think.
Oh, what the post I saw said, Megyn Kelly, ABC, interviews Putin, not a good ending, or something like that.
Broadcasting crap. That's ABC.
And also,
I
Megyn
can't-
Kelly's going to interview Alex Jones too.
Oh, that should be
Infowars.
fun.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah, that is going to be great.
Maybe she'll take some of his vitamins.
I can't believe she left and went to NBC or ABC, whatever.
NBC,
She was
yeah.
with NBC, then they dropped her like a hot potato.
Oh, really?
No, they dropped her.
Mhm.
NBC dropped her.
I
didn't hear about that.
hear that
I think
part.
so.
I don't think NBC dropped her. Did they?
I know Fox News dropped her.
Yeah. She probably
Yeah,
she may have
no,
left
yeah,
NBC.
Fox did.
Yeah,
I'm saying-
But
Fox
I
dropped
liked
her.
her so good, but I guess
Yeah.
she did she did start to go the other way a little bit.
No, she was never.
Okay. Something I wanted to go back to with Kathy Griffin was, it was 2007. Now, 2007 was when she also started with the New Year's Eve thing on CNN. 2007, she won an Emmy, and she got up there and she said basically, "Suck it, Jesus, this is my God now." So
I saw that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kathy Griffin.
no, I didn't see it. I heard about it.
I heard about it
That-
too.
Did y'all
What a
read my
horrible
article?
person.
Did y'all get a chance to read the one I posted Wednesday?
no.
You guys got to keep up with the WordPress. We got a WordPress
Well,
now.
I did.
And
Oh, the
Amy,
WordPress?
I got WordPress, politically alternative
friends with her. Yeah, I just met her today.
WordPress.com. And
Well, I always
Maybe-
share it on the Facebook.
Amy, you are doing a great job on the WordPress. I'm telling you, you're doing a great job.
Well, it's not, it depends on where I'm at. I mean, there's limited things
If
I
you
can do
could-
with my phone. So some of the
could,
posts
Shane,
were bigger.
if you could, Shane, could you PM me that link on
Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah, I'll pay it to you.
All right,
Let's see
I think
here.
we're pretty much done with the national stuff, aren't we?
Yep. Local news. Anybody got Amy? You got any
news.
local news?
Oh, well, I know in Orlando, I mean, that's like an hour away from me, but they had some stuff going on where that Pulse nightclub was this morning. They had it, the area, I guess, blocked off. There was a suspicious package that was just kind of left by the nightclub.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That happened. Nothing came of it. I don't know who did it. It may have been a sick joke, because we're coming up on a year anniversary on that.
Mhm.
And then there was
Oh, that's
a
sad. Don't play a
situation.
joke.
I know people are sick. They don't care.
Mhm.
At the airport at Orlando International, I believe there was something like a gunman.
Oh yeah, I heard that too because I posted some of that on the Facebook page. There was like a hostage
Yeah.
situation or something like that, a gunman.
And then we had that, and then actually, and very close by, I would say maybe like 2 miles up the road, there were two teen boys shot the other day.
Oh
They
my
had,
God.
yeah, they're okay though, from what I understand. Then we had a boy, also local. A bunch of friends went swimming over the weekend, rock quarry, and he jumped in off a cliff. He was 18, and he hit his head, or he did something when he landed, and he passed away.
Hmm.
It was a really bad accident, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Sad
several
week.
things going on,
Mhm.
but
Well,
that's
do
all
you have
I can
anything?
think of.
Me, Shane.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
Um, I live 45 miles from the closest decent sized town. And we've had
Well, local news
nothing.
means basically state. So anything that happens in your
Uh,
state.
I haven't. Yes, there's been a couple of or a few things, but nothing
Major.
major. We're hanging in here in North Carolina.
That's good. Henry, what's your local story?
No
All
shark
right.
attacks.
Yeah, there were some sharks spotted off the coast of North Carolina and South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, they come and go.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's why I don't
except
go in
for
dark water.
I know.
Okay.
I live on
Local
No
news.
shark
water.
bait.
I live on the
Local
water,
news to
but I prefer to lay
Mississippi.
in my pool and look at it.
All right.
I'm sorry, Henry, go ahead.
Local news to Mississippi. Elvis is our native, one of our native sons here. He's from up here in Tupelo. There is a Tupelo Elvis Festival that started yesterday until Sunday. If I can scroll up here, I'm having a little trouble here. Tupelo Elvis Festival will run from June 1st to June 4th. The annual festival, which is aimed at honoring Tupelo's native son, Elvis Presley, hosts a variety of events over the first weekend in June. The festival features regional, national, and local artists, along with a Sunday gospel concert and a tribute artist contest that serves as a preliminary round of the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest. The winner will be chosen to represent Tupelo in Memphis during August. In addition to all of the great music, the festival features a number of local food vendors, a pet parade, 5K run, movie poster exhibit, living history on Main Street, and much more. Here is the schedule of events for the festival. Thursday, June 1st, 6 p.m., Music at the Mill featuring Silas, Rockupora, Light Beam Rider / HARD, and the Weeks.
I think you missed that one.
Huh?
June 1st was yesterday. You missed it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reading
I'm
off
just
the
playing
schedule.
with you. I just had to say that.
Uh-huh. 7 p.m., Bancorp South Arena. Sonny Burgess and the Pacers, Dean Z, David Lee, DJ Fontana. Hosted by Tom Brown with the EAS Band. 10 p.m., Bus Stop. Sold Out. After Party with Dean Z and Jeff Lewis. Pre-sale ticket event. Friday, June 2nd. 10 a.m., Bancorp South Area. Round 1 of the Tupelo Ultimate Elvis Tribute Competition. Hosted by Tom Brown with the EAS Band. From noon to 4 downtown, living history of Elvis's past. Characters and musicians will line the streets. Tupelo Hardware Company. Reenactment of Elvis's Buying the Guitar. That ran until 4 o'clock. 6 p.m. Fair Park. Gates open at Fair Park. Friday night entertainment featuring Lee Fields and the Expressions, Amasa Hines, Luthi, and Los Kingdom. 7 p.m. Bancorp South Arena. Announced top 10 for Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Competition. 7:15. This is going on right now at the Bancorp South Arena. Doug Church and Die Light, hosted by Tom Brown with the AS Band. 10:30 p.m. Hilton Garden Inn after party for Bancorp South Arena. Tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Veterans Park, Running with the King 5K. 9 a.m. Bancorp Southeast Concourse, Pet Parade and Pageant. 10 a.m. Bancorp South Conference Center, Conversations with Tom Brown. 10:30 a.m. South. Live music by Michael Thomas from Bonfire Orchestra. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tupelo Hardware Company. Elvis, Sirius Radio's Argo, and Big Jim broadcasting from Tupelo Hardware. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Vanelli's. Live music from Anthony Zappa. 11:30 a.m. Tupelo Hardware Company. Reenactment of Elvis's Buying the Guitar. 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Downtown. Living history of Elvis's past. So basically, I mean, it's just a big weekend for Elvis fans.
Are you gonna go?
I wish I could.
You got any plans for the weekend?
Not really. No.
You should go, Henry. You can be Elvis. You could be an Elvis impersonator.
Well, actually, I did find out about 15 years ago that our family is related to Elvis. So.
Oh, that's cool. Do you get any
related? How so?
Very distant cousin. He was a very distant cousin.
So I know that we're in local news, but one thing I did want to talk about is, I told you, Shane, that I banned those people. We had some trolls that found us, which I thought was crazy because that's the first time that's kind of happened.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure we get more. We got 340 likes, so I'm sure there'll be more.
Yeah, it's growing. That's pretty cool, but I was going to leave it alone until they started posting inappropriate pictures. And I'm like, all right, you got to go.
Yeah, you're an administrator. You can ban whoever you want if they post anything inappropriate.
I wasn't going to. I only did it because of the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sunday, June 4th, they're going to have a gospel festival. Now, that was what Elvis won his Grammys for, was his gospel music, not for any of his rock and roll stuff. But he loved gospel. Anybody who knows anything about Elvis knows he loved gospel music. So
I like Elvis. I like his songs.
Yeah. Okay, Mississippi Weekend, Elvis, Exercise, and Cinema. To celebrate the king of rock and roll, head to the Tupelo Elvis Festival. It's a celebration of all things Elvis, tribute artist. I got to scroll up again. Went over the stuff about Elvis. The Elvis Festival is going on this weekend over in Tupelo. Scrolling. To get a taste of the triathlon life, or to just cheer on a friend, check out the Heatwave Classic Triathlon at Reservoir Point in Ridgeland. I scrolled down too far. No, it's in Reservoir Point. Yeah, there's the reservoir, the Ross Barnett down there in I think it's not Hines County, Madison County. Okay. The race consists of a half-mile swim, wow, in the Ross Barnett Reservoir, a 24-mile bike ride along the historic Natchez Trace Parkway, and a 10K run along Ridgeland's multi-use trail. Experience the best of Mississippi filmmakers. Try out the Best of Oxford Film Festival in Ocean Springs. It's an all-day affair this weekend with movies featuring dance, performance, and more. So that's just some stuff that's going on in the Magnolia State this weekend for anybody who wants to participate.
Mm-hmm. My local news, I got, seeing how you did the Elvis Festival, I'll do the Cole Chevy Mountain State Carnival is ongoing up until Sunday, and I've went, and it's not as good as it used to be. I've went. It's sort of a tradition in my family to go. I've went back when it was called the Comcast Mountain Festival. Now that was great.
Comcast, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the only thing they can get right was their carnival. It was Comcast Mountain Festival. Anyway, yeah, that's going on until this Sunday. But for my local news, I got local residents react to Trump's decision on climate change. President Trump announced the United States' departure from the Paris Agreement, which would attempted to cut carbon emissions, while the decision is angering allies and some big U.S. companies, which are focused on combating climate change. Mr. Trump has called global warming a hoax. Some Raleigh County residents seem to have a positive reaction to Trump's decision. People like Stanley Norman are happy to see the U.S. go, claiming it will produce more jobs and save our country money. Nationally, I think it'll save our tax dollars instead of sending it overseas to underwrite all of the expenses of the conversation we are not have to participate in, Norman said. Those who are against the withdrawal believe that it will only hurt our environment and we must rely on clean technology. Raleigh County resident James Lester thinks the president's decision will only help the state and local economy and bring back coal jobs. I think it'll be a good thing for the state. I don't see why we couldn't have more jobs and probably put more coal miners back to work, Lester said. State and locally, I think it's good because it'll bring back some more of the coal jobs, Norman said. Although the decision to leave the Paris Climate Accord has caused public outcry, these residents of Raleigh County are feeling positive that the decision would only benefit our state. And West Virginia is, coal country. And I mean, people had coal mining in their family way back in the early days of coal mining. I mean, that was the only job around was coal mining. And they see coal mining and the whole bullshit regulations on coal mining, and they want a positive outcome, and they said this right here that it's going to be positive outcome. They see a positive outcome, and I see a positive outcome too, even though it might take a while. I still say in the long run, it's going to be great. It's going to be a good thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and there need to be coal, jobs. Yeah. There need to be jobs like that.
I mean, we can't rely on green energy. I mean, green energy. I don't see a future with green energy. We aren't going to have oil. We're going to have fossil fuels. We're going to have nuclear. We're going to have coal. We're going to have all that. Green energy is just. I think green energy is just a fad. It's just a fad.
I mean, I think if we can do both, I think that will be good. I mean, I think I like green energy because, I mean, I think it's a good idea. However, I don't think it's...
We can't solely be dependent on it.
I don't think that we can completely switch over at this point in time.
Yeah.
Not the way that they want it to be so quick. I mean, it would just be devastating to the economy, and I just don't think that we could do that at this moment. Not saying in 100 years that they couldn't, but right now I don't think it's an option to go 100% in green energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we can do both. It just depends. I mean, we can have green energy somewhat, but we have to rely on the fossil fuels, the oil, the nuclear, and all this, and the coal as the main source of energy. We have to, because
I'm not a fan of nuclear at all. I mean, I don't like it, but and it's not so much that I don't like how irresponsible people are that are running these facilities are with it. I think that there's too many accidents. I mean, there's just way too many. Yeah. There's something definitely wrong with this for all these accidents to be occurring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be happening, period. There might be some accidents, but like Fukushima, that should have never happened.
Well, they should. Yeah, I mean that was a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, it's the location that they put it in was a death sentence. I mean, you don't put that in the middle of the ocean on a fault. You know what I mean? It's just that's
Yeah.
a whole nother topic, but
Mhm.
it's ridiculous. And then we have some nuclear mess going on in our own country
Mhm.
that I think was neglected from past administrations for so many years. Now they're falling apart, and now we're going to have, so there's going to have to be more money. So that's one reason why I'm happy that we're not doing the Paris, because all that money was going to be going to other countries when we need that money right here to clean up our own mess and rebuild our own infrastructures. Because there's a problem when we have nuclear sites with tunnels collapsing in the States. That's not acceptable. There's no reason for that to happen.
Yeah.
But on that note, I think that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
I think anything else happened? I think we covered almost everything that happened this week. So,
I have a feeling that the Kathy. I have a feeling that the Kathy Griffin thing. This won't be the last we hear of this.
Oh,
no,
no.
I don't think so either.
She's going to drag it on and forever if she could. As long as she gets the attention that she's seeking, it's going to continue. If people don't give it to her, then I think it depends on how many people feed into it.
Yeah.
As what was that you were going to say, Amy?
Oh, sorry.
Amy, I thought Amy was going to say something before Henry was talking about Kathy Griffin.
No.
Well, I was going to say.
I was just saying I couldn't think of anything else off the top of my head. I mean, there's tons of things that we but no, nothing like political major, I don't think.
Yeah, but go ahead, Henry.
What I was going to say was, she lost a lot of gigs at casinos, including the Route 66 casino. So.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be doing stand up anytime soon.
She needs to be taken to a psych facility and evaluated. I mean,
but
seriously.
Yeah, on that note, I think that's pretty much it. That's going to do it for this the January edition of Not Mainstream. June.
What are we, time traveling?
Yeah, we're going back. We're going to go back 6 months to January. The June edition of Not Mainstream. Tune in next week for another edition. There won't be a Better Call Saul Goodcast tomorrow night because it wasn't on this past Monday night. We will return next Saturday for that. And on that note, God bless America. God bless President Donald J. Trump. And good night, everybody.